Hey everybody, I'm Joe DeGanzik and you're on Smarter Home Life. The product on this review episode was specifically requested by loyal viewers of the show just like you. This is the LIFX Color 1000 Smart LED Bulb. LIFX got started several years ago as a crowdfunded project, and today they've got an entire lineup of smart lighting products. The two standout features of this bulb, as I do a live unboxing for you, are that number one, it doesn't require a hub or a bridge. It's a Wi-Fi based smart bulb, which is awesome when you want to get started and not spend a whole lot of money and not clutter your house up with various hubs and bridges. And it produces a beautiful spectrum of both colors and the entire white spectrum as well. But let's take a look at it up close and all of its details right now. All right, so we're done with the details and moving on to the demo. This is the LIFX app. You can see a few of the integrations that they support, and they're having a sale. Well, more on that later. Let's add this bulb. I'm going to skip a few steps to save us on some time. Power it up, and we will add it. We'll connect the lights. You would normally run through these steps, adding it to your Wi-Fi network and so forth and so on, but we'll skip that for now. And it will create the bulb and a few groups. All lights, all groups, and a my room, which is, the groups are helpful for my, dining room, living room, whatnot, and subgroups. These buttons act the way that you would think they would. If I tap one of them, everything turns off. Tap it again, it turns on. Same thing with the individual bulb, and if I tap the name of it, I'll get into the details. The color of it, and you can see the brightness level. The color shows the color that the bulb is currently on, or what the color was when you turned it off. So let's go into the details, and there's multiple color wheels. I'm going to start with the white color wheel, which you can spin to your heart's content and change it from the warmer, yellower, warm whites up to into the blue whites and so forth. And we'll go kind of back here-ish. You can change no matter what you're setting, the colors, the pastels, the color of the light, you can always change the dim level with this middle little slider guy, which is pretty awesome. You can turn it off. You can turn it back on again. You notice it's very intuitive. The app is easy to see if it's on or off and what you're doing. Let's go over here to the color wheel. I can spin this around to my heart's content. Pretty darn cool. I can change it from a solid, beautiful, rich color like this red all the way down to where it turns almost white and it goes to all the different pastels. This is an awesome feature, and again, you can change the brightness level independent of whatever color temperature that you are at, which is fantastic. If you don't know what color to pick, you can always go to their pre-built themes and jump back and forth between them and their default brightness and colors. And you can also go in, I'm going to dim this down a little bit more, just about there. And they have some effects as well. Some things do exactly what you think they will do. Strobe comes with a warning, so if you have someone who might be affected by strobe lights, don't do that. Otherwise, it's pretty stroby. And the music visualizer either picks up music or your voice from the microphone on your device, and that can be really fun for parties or movies and whatnot. There's a whole app ecosystem that supports this stuff. And by the way, as I'm changing all these different settings, this is iOS, this is Android supported, and they have wearables as well, wearable apps and widgets, and oh my. So let's go back in here and create a scene or two. So you create scenes by first setting the scene that you want the lights to look like if you have multiple lights or just one light. I'll go ahead and create a new scene. It's green. I'm going to go in and I'm going to now change the color around. Let's make it, I don't know, holidays are coming up. Let's make it red. I'm going to create another new scene, just like that. Select all the lights that I want, hit save, and now I can jump between them and I see which colors they are in the app and what it displays. You can't change the fade rate. It just gives you one default fade rate from one to the next. But when you go into the scheduler, such as in here, you then get all of the different settings, all the different scheduling settings, obviously, but then lighting and power and brightness and color and fade duration and all that stuff. I wish LIFX would adjust this so you can add a fade rate to individual scenes, because sometimes you want to activate this stuff on demand and not schedule it. So speaking of colors, speaking of demos and so forth, it's hard to show you the exact color spectrum of the bulb when you're staring at it with through the camera lens right at the bulb. But if you reflect it off of something like a white wall, it's a lot easier to see. So let's do that demo right now. And that's my review of the LIFX Color 1000 color changing LED light bulb. Try saying that 10 times fast. I do think it's an excellent product. It performs really well. The app is intuitive, easy to use, well designed, and you know, occasionally there was the occasional communications glitch between the app and the bulb. That's natural in terms of all these new products, even though it's fairly mature at this point. That stuff is highly dependent on your own Wi-Fi network infrastructure, and those are things that can be solved over time via software updates. And obviously not needing to plug into a separate device like a hub or a bridge, or having to get a starter kit, is a great benefit to the bulb, and its rich palette of colors and the whites and so forth, and being able to fine-tune all that with the app is really fantastic. But speaking of color, the LIFX may not hold that crown for that much longer. We will see, because breaking news, wow, that was right on cue. That was hilarious. Philips has just introduced this past week the 3rd generation of their regular Hue color changing LED bulb, and so we will see if they have truly solved some of their color issues. We'll put them both through the test, and you'll be the judge of whether Philips has caught up to the LIFX color spectrum. Speaking of new stuff, LIFX just introduced 2 new products: a light strip, like a flexible light LED tape type product, and a version of the Color 1000 with infrared LEDs to help enhance your home's security cameras vision at night. Those are both pre-order on their website right now. And speaking of right now, if you're watching in the first few days of this episode coming out, LIFX is having a sale where they are deeply discounting both this and actually I believe it's most of their products, but this and the white version of the bulb, which is just color temperature changing and dimming and brightening. So really good deals on that. We've got a special referral link in the video's description so you can get deals for yourself and help the show out at the same time. And I think that's it. So end of the episode, please like, subscribe, and share. And if you love Smarter Home Life, then please think about becoming a supporter of ours over at patreon.com/smarterhomelife. I am Joe DeGanzik, reminding you to make your home a little bit smarter every single day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.